Today we're going to show you how to make some homemade potato chips. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and get started on our potato chips. What we have here is we've got a pan. We put some cold water in the bottom of it because we want to make sure that you soak your potato chips just for a few minutes to get rid of the starch. We're using this nifty little bowl here that's got the little rubber on the bottom, and it's got a little attachment you can put on top to either slice or grate or whatever. If you don't have one of these, you can use a mandolin. We're going to put a link to this below so that way if you are interested in these, you can purchase one of those. We've washed our potatoes really well. We're going to leave the skins on. If you want, you can leave them off. We put our fryer at 350 degrees. We're using peanut oil because peanut oil doesn't leave any other flavor residues on our food. And all we're going to do is make these into nice little chips. This, we're going to go finish cutting these up. We're going to and then let them stand in the water for about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, these have soaked for just a few minutes. We're going to, before we put these in the fryer, we're going to dry some of them off. The other thing we want to make sure that we do is leave the potatoes in the water until we actually put them in the deep fryer because we don't want them turning brown. And we don't want to overcrowd our fryer. So we want to make sure that it doesn't cool off the oil too much, or otherwise your French fries will become your potato chips become soggy. All right, we're going to put our basket back down to the oil like we normally do. Take our potatoes, make sure that we get as much water as we possibly can on it, off of them. Just going to drop them in. We want to try to keep them apart so they don't stick together and so you don't have soggy parts on your potato chips. I've noticed I'm really bad about saying French fries, but Twisted Mike's was so famous for its French fries. I'm used to making those. I remember the first time I had the homemade potato chips was in the 90s. I worked at a fine dining restaurant and we served homemade potato chips with all of our sandwiches. I could just go in the back and grab a bunch and go out front and eat a bunch of them over and over all day long. All right, we're going to take a slotted spoon. Or if you have one of these nice little baskets, you can use that just to kind of turn around to make sure, keep them moving just a little bit to make sure that they aren't sticking together. If you look at that one, those two are sticking together. We want to separate those. All right, we're going to cook these until they're golden brown. All right, as you can see, they're beginning to get golden brown. They're beginning to get crispy. We're going to go ahead and pull these off out of the deep fryer. And what we've done here is we've taken a baking sheet and we put a layer of our paper towels on top and then a rack for all the oil to come out of. I'm just going to kind of lift that up. These are going to get crispier as they get cold. I'm going to stick our potato chips there. All right, on this we're going to put just a sprinkle of our salt pepper mixture, which is 1 tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of black pepper. If you just want to use sea salt, that's fine. If you want to do some other combination, a barbecued flavor, maybe you can do that. They smell great. They're a nice golden brown. If you want to make them a little darker, you can, because I know that some of the potato chips I love, that the potato chips are almost burnt. We're going to go ahead and cooking these off real quick. But if you enjoy recipes like this, please take a moment to like and subscribe, and then we hope that you enjoy making homemade chips.